ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe. So shiny. Yeah, what do the buttons do, huh? What do the buttons do? Hey, what's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the 2018 Deadpool Sasquatch Build-A-Figure Waves Deadpool. If you're trying to get your Deadpool figures, you can get them at Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below. Alright, another Deadpool figure from Hasbro with not that many weapons or Build-A-Figure pieces. I feel weary about it, but I do know I like that body mold. I recognize that. Anyway, on the side you get a nice image of Deadpool, and then on the back you can see a nice product shot, and then there's a read-up over here. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it now. And then there's the other figures from the wave. Then we get that same image of Deadpool again, and then we get a nice spot varnished Deadpool logo at the very top, and not much more at the bottom, so let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's Deadpool out of the packaging with his original design. I remember this is how Deadpool looked when I first picked up my very first Deadpool comic up off the shelf way back in 1992. I think it was 1992. But yeah, this is a really good looking figure, and I do think that there's a lot to like about it, but then I do have a bunch of complaints as well. So let's get a closer look at those accessories, and then we'll get a closer look at Deadpool. So we get new katanas, and I think they look pretty good, but I don't really like them that much. I mean, they're not bad looking, you know. I like that we have the diamonds right there. That's pretty cool. Nice blue paint. I don't like this flat gray plastic, and I don't like how short the blade is. That's just a lot shorter than I'd like to see compared to the previous katanas that we've seen before. I mean, look how much longer that one is. Now, the handle on these are way thinner, but what's kind of funny is that these older katanas actually fit into the hands of this new Deadpool figure pretty well. You know, so if you wanted to just give him one of these older ones, you can do that, and that'll work out nicely. But yeah, these are just really short to me. It just bothers me. I mean, I almost feel like that's just a long knife more than a katana. He does have the sheaths in the back, so you can go ahead and port these in, and it works out pretty well if you have it facing the right direction. Yeah, I do. So go ahead and put that there, and then go ahead and put this one right in there. So yeah, that actually looks pretty nice the way they store right there. And he does not come with any guns. That's kind of a bummer, you know. I'm not used to seeing Deadpool not come with a huge assortment of weapons, though back in the day he didn't really have as many weapons around with him as he does nowadays, so it's a little bit different, but I still wish he'd come with some extra weapons. So here's a look at the new Deadpool head sculpt, and I do like it. Here it is compared to the Toy Biz Series 6 Deadpool, so you can see that they're from a similar era. They don't have that drip, but like the Juggernaut Wave Deadpool, we do get the drip right over there, as well as the 2-pack Deadpool figure from, I think, 2009 or 2010. We get the little drip right there. So this guy represents this first issue from the first mini-series of Deadpool. That's what I'm seeing the most when I look at this figure. And then I just wanted to show off an image of the cover of New Mutants 98, so you can see the first appearance of Deadpool right there. But again, I think this figure more represents how he looked in that mini-series, which again was the very first comic I actually picked up with Deadpool. So I do like how this looks. You know, I like how you can see the ear right there. I think the paint for the eyes came out really good. You know, nice flat white, nice wrinkles around the eyepieces. And I do like the rest of this body mold. We have seen this before. This is from the Spidey 2099 body mold, and it's been reused several times, and I don't have a problem with that because I really like the body mold a lot. We get this new harness right here. It looks pretty good. Nice silver paint apps. A little bit of red seeping through there. I don't know why they went with red plastic. I don't know. I think that's kind of weird. And there's the sheaths again. Guess they have breathing holes. I don't know. But yeah, looking at the arms, we get some nice black over red. I did see a splotch right over here. Yeah, that bothers me just a little bit. But I do like how we have the little bands added right there. And again, I like how we have hands with trigger fingers sticking out. So if you did want to add weapons, I think that's dope. You can do that. We got the Deadpool logo right there for the belt. We got pouches and pouches, all red pouches. And then we have this whole line of pouches going around his thigh. Nice black paint, a little red seeping through, but mostly solid. So I can't really complain about that. I do prefer a slightly darker tone. I feel like this is a little on the bright side, you know. Then we get the little anklets right there, peg holes at the bottom of his feet, some numbers, Deadpool butt. So yeah, I just wish that they went with, I don't know. I like this color that they went with for the Juggernaut wave. I guess he was a lot more vibrant back in the day. I just don't remember it being that vibrant, but I'll get into more comparisons later on. Now, if you're curious if you could put the Wade Wilson head sculpt from the Juggernaut wave onto this figure, you can do that. You do get this little collar right here that goes around the neck of the figure, so make sure that that stays on there. Then you can go ahead and port this on, and it's kind of stiff, man. It's a little tricky to do it, but it will work, and the neck looks a little on the long side. I think it works, you know, not 100% ideal, but it still works. And then if you wanted to take the Juggernaut wave Deadpool head sculpt with the mask on, you could go ahead and pop that on here too, and that fits on there a lot easier for some reason, you know. It's from the same figure, so it's kind of strange that that works out like that, but yeah, there you go. You can make those head swaps happen. But getting the original head sculpt on there and showing off the articulation, you can only move his head upward that far. That collar really does get in the way, so you really have to shift it around and make sure that it's bent all the way back, and then you can get his head looking up more so. So that's not awful, and I got the torso moving back. So there you go. You can make him look downward. You get side-to-side motion and no real head pivot. He does have the great butterfly joint right there, which I like ever so much. And his shoulders move outward, they move down, rotate 360, bicep swiveler. You get the double jointed elbows that only bend in that far, just kind of weak for two joints. You know, I always wish this, that's my actual only complaint with this body mold. Anyway, you get wrist rotation up and down on both sides. You get the ab crunch forward, ab crunch back, waist swivel, hips move outward that far, and he does kick forward that much, kicks back only a tiny bit, upper thigh cut, double jointed knees, calf rotation, which I love. Then we have the ankles that move down, they do move up, and he has a beautiful ankle pivot. Now to measure out this new Deadpool figure, you can see that he's standing right at about 6.5 inches tall. And then for your Deadpool comparison, you can see the Toy Biz Series 6 Deadpool, we have the Hasbro Juggernaut Wave Deadpool, and then we have the Hasbro 2-pack, or this is actually the UK version right there. Thank you, Devils do. And you can see that this newer figure is much brighter. That's a very vibrant red color compared to all of these other Deadpools. So that is one thing that throws me off a little bit with this piece. And no, it's not a party unless it's at least 5. And then here's Deadpool next to the HasCon exclusive X-Force Deadpool. Okay, now it's a party. Deadpool party, yeah! Chimichangas. Oh, where's the chimichangas? Where's the chimichangas? Pineapple chimichangas. Yeah, I got a taco. And then here's Deadpool next to the second most recent cable figure that we've gotten from Hasbro. Brand new cable figure review tomorrow! And then here's Deadpool next to the Pizza Spidey figure, and you can see that the brightness of red that we're seeing on this Deadpool figure is actually brighter than the red that we're seeing on the Pizza Spidey. And then here's the new Deadpool figure next to the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Merc with the mouth, and you barely have any weapons? Kind of like a Spider-Man figure without any red or blue. Oh wait. Ooh, fancy crown? Oh, thanks. Yeah, look at me. I'm the King Spider. Woo! Ah! I should have known better. I want to thank you guys so much for watching my videos. I really do appreciate it, especially those of you that watch the videos from the beginning to the end. If you like this video, please hit the like button, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, as well as hit that notification bell if you haven't already, just so you know immediately when my next video is posted. And don't forget, Legendary Collector t-shirts are still available at ShartimusPrime.net in limited quantity. I already did sell out of the extra larges. Again, I like this figure, and you did hear me complain quite a bit throughout the review of this figure, so it's really tough to really give this a solid rating. It's tricky, man. I love that body mold. That's really the highlight of this piece for me. I do wish he came with more weapons, but still, I think he deserves a stud rating of...
I'll wait for the Black Friday sale.
And I'm curious to know what you guys think, so please go ahead, leave a comment down below and let me know. If you want to see a photo gallery of images, it'll be over at ShartimusPrime.net, and don't forget to follow me on the Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Links to everything in the description below. I'll catch you guys later. Peace!
Crispy.
Hey, new Shartimus Prime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't. Your face.